In 1944, a fishing boat vanished near Beagle Island, Western Australia. When the rescue team found the vessel, it was still floating on the water, its engine running and its oil lamps burning. But the entire crew had disappeared without a trace. No signs of struggle, no blood, not a single survivor. What really happened? And more importantly, why are these islands off limits? Are we merely avoiding natural dangers, or is there a deeper mystery being kept from us? Join me as we uncover the most dangerous and enigmatic islands in Australia, places the government never wants you to set foot on. Hello, I'm Jarrah, and this is Jarrah Discovery, where you'll find the most fascinating, mysterious, and bizarre stories about Australia. If you enjoy videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe. Heard Island, the Forbidden Island of Australia. Just a volcano or something more? Amidst the vast ocean, thousands of kilometers from the mainland, Heard Island stands isolated like a forgotten land. It has no inhabitants, no infrastructure, only bone-chilling winds and a restless volcano, Mawson Peak, that never truly sleeps. But the most shocking thing about this island isn't its harsh conditions. It's the absolute ban imposed by the Australian government, forbidding anyone from setting foot here. The official reason? To protect its pristine environment. But who really believes that a place nearly impossible to reach, battered by blizzards and molten lava, needs such a strict prohibition? Is this truly about nature conservation, or is there something more being concealed? Satellite images from NASA have recorded unusual geological activity on Heard Island, with continuous lava flows cascading down Mawson Peak. But what has sparked even more curiosity are the strange shapes appearing in space imagery. Some speculate that these could be remnants of artificial structures, hidden beneath layers of ice and volcanic ash. If so, who built them? It's not just mysterious satellite findings. Expeditions to Heard Island have been plagued by inexplicable events. Over the years, numerous scientific teams have planned research trips to the island, only for most of them to be abruptly canceled at the last minute, citing vague reasons like extreme weather or logistical issues. Some rumors even suggest that those who tried to reach the island received cryptic warnings and were never heard from again. The waters surrounding Heard Island hold their own share of eerie disappearances. Ships venturing too close have reportedly vanished without a trace. No distress signals, no floating wreckage, just complete and utter silence. So, what is really happening on Heard Island? Is the Australian government truly safeguarding a delicate ecosystem? Or is there a secret hidden beneath the ice and volcanic rock? Could there be a classified military base buried within the island's frozen core? Or perhaps something beyond human comprehension? Whatever the truth may be, Heard Island remains beyond the reach of most of humanity. But if given the chance, would you dare set foot on this forbidden island? Beagle Island, the graveyard of lost ships and the mystery of the ghost vessel. Drifting alone in the waters off Western Australia, Beagle Island appears unremarkable at first glance. Just a barren cluster of small islets where seabirds nest on rugged cliffs. But to those familiar with the region's maritime history, this is no ordinary place. Beagle Island is a deadly zone, a watery grave where countless ships have vanished without a trace. Sailors who have passed through this area recount eerie, hair-raising experiences. Strange lights flickering in the dead of night, whispers echoing through the mist, and ghost ships aimlessly drifting across the waves. Some even claim to have seen shadowy figures standing motionless on the island, silently watching them from afar, only for those figures to disappear when approached. The most chilling story tied to Beagle Island occurred in 1944, when a small fishing vessel suddenly lost all communication with the mainland. When a rescue team eventually located the boat, it was still floating on the water, its sails tattered by the ocean wind. But the real horror lay in the details. Its engine was still running, food was still warm on the table, and oil lamps were still burning. But the entire crew had vanished. No signs of struggle, no blood, no clues as to where they had gone. The question remains, What happened to them? Theories surrounding Beagle Island abound, from powerful underwater whirlpools to sudden rogue storms capable of swallowing ships whole. But there's a more sinister theory. Did something on the island take them? Local legends whisper of a massacre involving indigenous tribes long ago, with the restless spirits of the dead still lingering on the island. Others believe Beagle Island may be a place where reality itself bends, a vortex where time and space distort, pulling ships and people into oblivion. Whatever the truth may be, after the 1944 disappearance, the Australian government quietly imposed restrictions on accessing Beagle Island, citing the official reason as nature conservation. But who really believes that? If this was just an ordinary uninhabited island, why would authorities go to such lengths to keep people away? Today, curious souls can still observe Beagle Island from a distance, but few dare to set foot on its shores. Are the chilling tales nothing more than sailor folklore? Or is there a darker force at work, hiding the island's true secret? Cartier Island, a secret military zone in the middle of the ocean. Hidden in the remote northern waters of Australia, Cartier Island is one of the most heavily restricted areas under government control. No inhabitants, no tourist boats, and anyone attempting to approach is swiftly warned or intercepted by border security forces. The official reason? It's a crucial marine sanctuary that must be protected. But the real story seems far more complicated. According to historical records, during the 1960s, Cartier Island was a secret testing ground for the Australian government, including underwater detonations. Some later declassified reports suggest that the military conducted large-scale explosive experiments here, possibly even involving low-yield nuclear weapons or undisclosed technologies. The mysteries of Cartier Island don't end there. Experienced divers who have secretly ventured into the surrounding waters claim to have seen massive metallic structures on the seafloor, resembling abandoned research stations or long-forgotten military facilities. Some even report detecting strange objects emitting low levels of radiation, raising the question, what exactly is hidden beneath the ocean? Beyond military theories, some even propose more daring speculations. Some researchers believe Cartier Island may have been a testing ground for classified technology, including unmanned submarines or stealth radar systems. Others point to unusual radio signals recorded from the ocean floor, fueling speculation about extraterrestrial activity. Whatever the truth may be, Cartier Island remains one of the most strictly off-limits locations in Australia. And when a place is guarded this heavily, there are only two possible reasons. Either it's too dangerous, or it's hiding something we were never meant to uncover. Maatsuyker Island, the lonely lighthouse in the vast ocean. Located at the farthest edge of Tasmania, Maatsuyker Island is a place where nature seems utterly inhospitable to humans. It endures some of the most extreme weather conditions on Earth, with winds reaching speeds of up to 180 kilometers per hour, constantly threatening to topple everything in their path. Towering waves crash against the island's cliffs, creating a desolate and eerie landscape. But the most terrifying thing about Maatsuyker Island isn't its brutal nature. It's the unsettling mystery surrounding its lighthouse. For years, lighthouse keepers lived in complete isolation here, enduring months of solitude in the middle of the ocean. But none could stay for long. The sheer loneliness, the relentless storms, and the oppressive silence began to take a toll. And then, they started hearing things. Footsteps echoing up the wooden staircase late at night, despite no one else being on the island. Heavy knocking on the door during violent storms. Yet when opened, only darkness and the roaring sea lay beyond. One of the most chilling stories comes from the last lighthouse keeper before automation took over. On a stormy night, he heard slow, deliberate knocking at the door. Thinking someone was in distress, he opened it, only to find an old letter lying at his feet. The envelope was tattered, as if it had existed for decades. The writing on it had faded almost entirely, and when he opened it, the inside was completely blank. No one knows where the letter came from, No one understands how, in the middle of an uninhabited island, it ended up at the lighthouse doorstep. But from that night on, the keeper said he always felt watched. Today, Maatsuyker Island remains uninhabited. The lighthouse still operates, but it is fully automated. Occasionally, maintenance crews visit, but no one stays for more than a few days, because everyone who sets foot on the island comes away with the same feeling. They are not alone. Forbidden islands for national parks. Just environmental protection or something more mysterious? Not all forbidden islands in Australia are linked to mysterious disappearances or secret military experiments. Some are officially declared as nature reserves, supposedly to protect fragile ecosystems from human interference. But is that the whole truth? Macquarie Island, the kingdom of Antarctic wildlife. Located over 1,500 kilometers from Tasmania, Macquarie Island is often described as a wild paradise in the middle of the ocean. It is the only place on Earth where the deep oceanic crust has been pushed up to the surface, creating a unique and otherworldly landscape. What makes Macquarie truly special, however, is its wildlife. The island is home to hundreds of thousands of king penguins, elephant seals, and fur seals, making it one of the most important nature reserves in the world. Due to the fragility of its ecosystem, the Australian government has strictly prohibited human access without special permits. But here's something curious. Some studies suggest that Macquarie Island has one of the strangest magnetic fields on Earth, occasionally causing electronic systems to malfunction nearby. Some explorers have even reported seeing mysterious lights in the sky, an unexplained phenomenon resembling an unknown form of aurora. Elizabeth and Middleton Reefs. Coral reefs in the middle of the ocean, but what lies beneath? Located in the middle of the Coral Sea, Elizabeth and Middleton Reefs are among Australia's most significant coral reef ecosystems. They serve as a sanctuary for thousands of species of fish and marine life. To protect this delicate balance, the Australian government has completely banned human access. But here's the mystery. Beneath the waters of these reefs, divers have reported strange structures that don't seem natural. Some say they resemble ancient ruins, yet no one knows who built them or when they were formed. Could this be evidence of a lost civilization? Or are these merely natural formations that science has yet to explain? Ashmore and Cartier Islands. Off limits to humans, but why? Ashmore and Cartier Islands are not only nature reserves, but also strategically located in a geopolitically sensitive zone between Australia and Indonesia. The government claims that these islands are strictly protected to conserve sharks, sea turtles, and rare coral reefs. However, one puzzling fact remains. Why are military patrol boats frequently seen around the area? Some theorists speculate that these waters might conceal underwater spy bases, or even classified military operations hidden from public knowledge. Lihu Reef, a mystery in the deep ocean. Lihu Reef is one of the world's largest atoll reefs. The Australian government states that human access is forbidden to safeguard its fragile ecosystem. But here's the odd part. The military has previously conducted research in this area, and no one knows exactly what they discovered. Some unofficial reports claim that sonar has detected unusual signals beneath the waters. Signals that suggest something large and unexplained is lying deep beneath the ocean. So, are these places simply protected nature reserves? Or is there something hidden beneath the waves? Is the Australian government truly safeguarding the environment? Or could they be concealing secrets the world isn't meant to know? Mystery or protection? Whether it's natural hazards, military secrets, or ecological preservation, these islands continue to spark curiosity. Is the Australian government truly telling us everything? What do you think? Are these just naturally dangerous places? Or is there a hidden secret we're not meant to know? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to keep exploring the mysteries of Australia with us.